Hey guys, it's Mr. Gary coming to you with Story Time with Mr. Gary. And we got some people on already. Daniel Osborne, my buddy. Where does my sister work? My sister lives in Florence, Italy. So she works over in Florence, Italy. Um, the day you began is coming. What is your son's least favorite banana? What is Christopher's least favorite banana? He doesn't like the green ones. He likes a nice ripe one. He would even get one with some brown spots on it, but he doesn't like the green. Oh, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian. Connor, ER, my buddy. I love when you guys all come on to hear Mr. Gary read. Adrian, you're actually second. You're third today, Adrian. We had a couple in before you. Adrian's usually always number one, but top three, still good. Hey, Virginia. So the book today I'm reading, The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Woodson kind of sounds like Whiteson a little, right? Matt, my buddy. Oh, I've known Matt forever. Hey, Matt. Appreciate the phone call the other day, too. So this is about this young lady, Jacqueline. Oh, not Jacqueline. What's her name? We're going to find out her name together. That kind of feels all alone and feels very different. Who was first? Daniel Osborne was first. So here's the book. Look, she's kind of opening the classroom door. Now, does she look really happy or does she look a little scared? A little like, I'm going to give you a good word, timid. I like that word. Timid means I'm not sure what to expect. Let me see. So here's what it says. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. You ever do that? You ever walk in a room and everyone's head just turns and looks at you and you're like, oh, humma, 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 like that? That's what she's feeling. Look, twirling her hair. Mr. Gary has no hair, very little hair. I could twirl my beard better. Twirling her hair because she's kind of nervous. Maybe it was your skin or your clothes or the curl of your hair. Or Mr. Gary's case, I'm so tall. Some people like comment on that. You'd be surprised how often people that's the first thing they say to me. Or, oh, look at that young lad. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth. I like that, curl from your mouth. The beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. Ooh, Roberto. I like that. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everybody down. That's kind of sad. People laughing at you. Anyone's ever been laughed at? I have. I've been laughed at a lot. Oh, look how beautiful Venezuela looks. Roberto from Venezuela. Your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming the first bright notes. That's a nice thought, right? I would love to go to Venezuela, by the way. There will be times when the words don't come, like you're trying to say something, but it just doesn't come. Your own voice, once huge, now it's a little smaller because maybe you're a little like, I don't know what people are thinking. When the teacher asks what you did last summer, tell the class your story. And this is like all the other kids. Oh, we went to France, Haya said. These shells are from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar and it's filled with all these tiny shells that look so fragile that it looks like they would just turn to dust if you put them in your hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina, each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels go on and on. So this young girl sitting here, I didn't go anywhere. All these other people are doing all of these things, sharing all these amazing things. Look at that. I bet they probably never went to Venezuela, huh? So here's this little girl remembering what she did. And as you stand in front of the room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb and your day spent at home caring for your little sister who you made laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time, and you can only remember the books that you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And in that room where no one else is quite like you look down at your own empty hands and you wonder, what good is this when the other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? So she's feeling a little sorry for herself, I think, right? She's looking at other people and what they have, and she's like, look, they have everything in their hands, and I don't have anything. I get sometimes you could feel that way, but we're all so special, right? We have things about all of us that nobody else has because there's only one you, right? There's not two you. Even if you're a twin, you're different. There's only one you. So now look, and that kind of talking about her. There will be times when the lunch you made, your mother packed you, is too strange, too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. One time when I was in second grade, my mother made stuffed cabbage. Cabbage filled with rice and meat, and it kind of smelled. And Mr. Gary loved stuffed cabbage because my grandmother used to make it all the time for me. But I still remember to this day, my classmates like laughed at it because they never saw stuffed cabbage before. You're missing out if you haven't had stuffed cabbage. And sometimes even your own friends, Nadja, will wrinkle her nose and what is in there anyway? And you wonder how she doesn't see all the rice beneath the meat and the kimchi. I think that's Vietnamese. You wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world, right? So even someone that kind of like should know better, like your friend should know better. And even if they don't know better, your friend should make you not feel bad. And so look, and these kids are having a blast. But this young boy, there will be some times when climbing bars are just too high, the run's too fast and far, and the game just isn't one that you can ever really play. I don't want him on my team. You can watch instead. Maybe you can have a turn later. Well, that's just, I don't like that at all. I like everybody to be a part, right? When we all get together at our events, Mr. Gary makes sure that everybody gets to try. And look, everyone's playing. It looks so much fun. But look at the poor kid all by himself. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. You ever feel that way? Like everyone's there and you're just kind of like, oh, I want to make friends, but I'm not sure how to make friends. And he's like, all right, I got to do something. I got to do something because this isn't working, right? Feeling this way. And all that stands between you and your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't know yet what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one is there quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories, what's unique about you. And this young lady, my name is Angelina, and I spent the whole summer with my little sister. And you tell the class your voice stronger than it was just a minute before, reading books and telling stories. And even though we were right on a block, it was like we got to go everywhere. And she tells all the stories, and it looks like she's flying to the, beautiful castle or church. I'm not sure if that's a church or a castle, or maybe both. A church castle. Ah, never heard of a church castle. So she's telling all that. And then this young kid, hey, your name's just like my sister, Roberto says. Her name is Angelina, too. And all at once in the room where no one else was quite like you, the world itself opens up a little wider to make some space for you. Kind of cool. Yes, Daniel Osborne, the book last week was called Maybe. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter, your lunches, your books, your travels, and your stories. When every new friend has something a little like you and something else, so fabulously not quite like you at all. And they're just having a blast. So you get that? Let Mr. Gary go over this because I like the story. A church castle. I know that would be cool. So the day you begin, right, as a person, that's what the book is saying, is the day where you're yourself and you put yourself out there. And this is me, and this is the music I like. And I remember when I was young, I was into this very unusual music at the time, and I didn't care. And like my classmates didn't like it, and they would make fun of it, and I would play it all the time. And back then we had the headphones that were little foam rubbers and would plug into a cassette tape. Ask mom and dad what those are. And I played it, and I was out on the playground at a park, I should say, and someone heard the music, and they were like, "Wait!" And they knew the band. And next thing I know, I got one of my best friends, and we were friends for years over something that we shared together. So you guys are all valuable. I'm valuable. You're valuable. And when you walk into a room, walk it in like you own it. That's how Mr. Gary likes to walk. Uh, and know what's good about yourself, what you love about yourself. And trust me, there is so much to love about yourself. Your mom and dad would tell you, Mr. Gary would tell you, and your friends will tell you. So hopefully you like that book. Next week, we're getting a little more funky, right? We're reading some Marvel superheroes. Love it. Love it. Ultron goes viral. I'm so excited about that. Getting a little hardcore out here. So this should be really good. What's your favorite pizza from Linda's Pizzeria and Tom's River? I like the one with the honey on it. Daniel. Valerie likes a few pizza places. My friend Daniel has a lot of questions for Mr. Gary. So hopefully you enjoyed the book. And next week, strap in. Oh, yeah. We're reading some Marvel comics together, guys. Hope you like that. I will see you soon. Until next week, say goodbye to Mr. Gary. Bye.